and then you hear nothing but the ocean at the end. I feel like I wasted half of my life not have heard this song yet, bro. Pink Floyd is just different, bro. It's just different. That song right there really will put you into deep thought about your life, bro. Shout out to all the subs that recommended this song right here, bro. This reaction is life-changing, bro. So I want all y'all to go enjoy your family, man. Like, do not take your youth for granted, bro. Come on, man. Let's get it.
Like that kind of like slowed down there near the end.
It is such a different vibe from like the other rock stuff that we did. It's so much more chill.
It is.
And relaxed.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like
a mellow rock.
Yeah. And
vibey rock.
The lyrics were cool as well, like touching on I think the aspects of time, like trying to grasp the moment of time in some respects. And then some other just references to time as a whole. So it was a cool composition, very creative. I don't want to say it was overly philosophical, but I do feel like it's kind of a philosophical song of time. And like
I mean, I can't remember the specifics in the lyrics that I heard, but I also kind of caught a vibe of like almost like making the most out of time and like
that's what I'm saying.
Of like I guess like harnessing the full potential of time.
And so that's what I mean, like it's kind of like not just the time of the clock ticking like we heard in the beginning. It's the the essence of what time means like from a human perspective. So that was cool. I enjoyed it. It was a very cool composition. I think it would probably be something that you could listen to frequently and pick up something different each time that you listen to it.
I feel like it would take like a lot of listens to really be able to get through like all the layers.
Just like as you said, the backup vocals, I noticed them much more predominantly than when I was listening in the beginning because there's so much much happening. I definitely enjoyed our second introduction to Pink Floyd in time, and hope you guys enjoyed our reaction. If you did, you know what to do. Hit that.
I think my favorite part about this song is it has a really real message, but they painted it in a peaceful way. So when things come to an end, that Passover is going to be more peaceful than you realize. And honestly, the song brought me a lot of comfort. There was moments where it felt like my heart was shattering, but at the same time, that ending made me at a really calm place, like almost like in a place of acceptance. And I really appreciate Pink Floyd for that because I didn't know a song could really pull me through that type of an emotional journey. Because like I said, it just gave me this weird sense of comfort and I love it. I really do. Pink Floyd is opening my eyes to so many new things. That's why I want to react to their album, The Wall, because I feel like there's other hidden gems in there that I need to hear. So guys, let me know if you want me to react to that album down below. Thank you again for watching another.
All right, there we have it. All right, so there you guys have it, man. Pink Floyd, Time Remastered. Listen, for this band to have came out 50 years ago, man, and the sounds they were making, I mean, you gotta imagine being back in those times. They were so ahead of their time as far as just being creative, having their own sound, having their own style. They were so ahead of their time. If these songs were to come out today, man, it'd still be a banger, bro. It'd still be a banger. So 50 years ago, bro, that's amazing, bro. 50 years ago, bro. So you already know what it is, man. Absolutely blown away. Got dunked under the music again. Got lost in the sound. And that's what just happens when you listen to Pink Floyd, man. So shout out to all my subscribers. Shout out to everybody showing love. Listen, man, comment down below what you guys want to see next. And until then, y'all.
So let's go over the beat. How did you like that, James Jr.?
Overall, musically, the song was great. I liked the singing. I like his voice. Had that little raspiness to it, and then it had it was like a rock, soulish rock feeling, if I could say. Like it had a little soul, but it was rock. You know what I'm saying? Like had that type of vibe to it.
Okay. I liked. First off, the intro was serious. Okay, the intro. It was kind of sinister. But then it kind of had like a cowboy, like I could see like a western like feel to it, a western movie. Like it was like I can't describe it, but it was sinister, but it was like reminded me of like a cowboy, an old cowboy western movie. Like some of the little sounds in there could
like
be in there.
Something like a horse was galloping,
right? Like a
I
mix.
think it was like the clock, click, 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 click.
I don't know what it was.
They had like that sound.
But yeah, that was an interesting intro to me. How do you feel about the lyrics, and what is the meaning of the song?
I feel about the lyrics sounds like the name of the song is Time. The subject matter is time, and I think he's trying to say, or he was saying something about like how time can pass you by if you don't pay attention to what's going on in your surroundings. If you just, I guess, lollygagging and just relaxing and you know, doing your thing. Next thing you know, you in your teens, and then you're in your 20s and your 30s, and you're still doing the same thing you was doing in your teens and your 30s, and people and life is passing you by. So, you know, maybe you better wake up and start paying attention and do what you got to do. You know, as far as your time is concerned, use your time wisely. And, you know, that's what I get from it. And
I basically get the same thing. It says here that tired of lying in the sunshine, staying home to watch the rain. You are young and life is long. So that means, you know, hey, I'm young. I got plenty of time. I don't have to rush and do nothing. I can have fun. I can chill. I can lie around. I got my whole life ahead of me. So I don't need to be rushing around to do nothing. Just because y'all old over here, I got plenty of time over here. That's what I get from that. And then it says, and you run to catch up with the sun, but it's sinking. Now that means now I'm waking up at some point. Okay, I realize now I'm not in my 20s. Like he said, I'm here in my 40s and my 50s, and I'm a little bit behind. It's stuff that I should have been doing in my 20s and in my 30s, but now I'm late to the game. I'm late. It's third quarter. We about to go into the fourth quarter, and I'm late, and I'm trying.
yeah,
I'm trying to catch up. The sun is sinking, meaning your time is running out.
Yes.
Okay, time is running out. You was late to the game. When you woke up, you took a nap. It was in first quarter.
Yeah.
Now here we are, the halftime and past you in the third quarter. You don't have You don't have much time, right?
We already started.
You know, and then it says every year is getting shorter. Never seem to find the time. Plans that either come or not. It says every year is getting shorter. Okay, and that's true. When I look back, I could see myself. I was just 40. You know, to me, it just was New Year's, the year 2022. It was just January. Here we are halfway through this year. I blink my eye, and here we are. And, you know, time is getting shorter, and time is, at my age and at this stage of the game for me, time is the most important gift that I have to give to anyone.
Yeah.
Because I don't have much of it, and I need to use it wisely. Yeah. And everybody is not privy to my time. I don't want to give my time and energy to certain things. I'm not going to do it. I need to do what makes me happy. You need to do what makes you happy. You need to spend whatever time you have left wisely. Go on that trip. Take that class. Go get a new job. Take a leap of faith. Stop sitting in the same spot thinking opportunity and change and love is going to come knock on your door. No, you got to open that door and you got to go out and get it.
Yeah.
It's not coming to you. It's not coming to your house. It's not opening the door, knocking, saying, can I come in? No, you need to open the door and take your ass out and go get it. Because the next thing you know, time is over and you sitting back and you thinking about the shoulda, wouldas, and the couldas. All right? You need to get up, go do what you want to do, spend the time the way you want to spend it with your loved ones if you want to, and your loved ones don't necessarily got to be your family, because some family could be toxic too. It's family members sometimes I don't even choose to spend my time with, okay? It's how, and learn to say no, because yes is expensive.
Ooh.
Understand?
Quote of the day.
Learn to say no, because yes is expensive. Yes requires you to some of your time. You're saying yes to something. That's going to require time.
Yeah.
You're saying yes to something. That's going to require you to go or do or research something. Yes is expensive. No, it's not.
I like that. A wise man or woman once said, "Don't waste my time." Whoever that was, you're right.
Yep. So again, and then at the end, I think he was dying because he says, "Home again, home again. I like to be here when I can, and when I come home cold and tired, it's good to warm my bones beside the fire." So I believe he's older now. He's come home. He's sitting down and he's reminiscing and thinking again of all of the regrets and the things that he didn't do in life, and how if he had started things a little bit earlier instead of being late to the game, he could have accomplished so much more in his life. Now, don't get me wrong. I do believe that no one on their deathbed or dying or when you're getting older, I believe no one leaves this world without some regrets.
Yeah.
I don't believe someone leaves this world and never thought back on your deathbed or you're dying and saying, "I have no regrets, none, not one." That's kind of.
I don't think that way.
I don't think that that's possible. But if it is, comment down below and let me know.
Yeah.
But I don't think that that's possible. It's the point of trying to lessen those regrets.
Yeah.
Okay, if I have 20 and I'm dying with 20, I don't want to die with 50 of them. It's because you're going to regret things, you're going to make mistakes, and it's not about not making mistakes or whatever and regrets. Again, it's just trying to lessen that list.
On that note.
And let me know too.
Like
if you could go back to the past and change things, if you had a magic wand and you could go to the past and change the past, would you do that? Or the magic wand said you can go into the future and see the future. Which one would you do? Now you need to remember, if you go back to the past, you can't see the future. So you are altering your future by going back to that past. And if you go to the future, you will never be able to change the past. So comment down below and let me know, if you had a choice and you could, would you go back to the past and change it? Like you just had this magic wand, you could change whatever you wanted to change in the past, but not knowing how it will alter your future. Or would you rather go to the future and see your future self, the things that have happened, the things that you've accomplished, how you're living, what's going on, but you would, if you don't like what you see in the future, you wouldn't be able to go back to the past to change it either.
Wow.
So comment down below. And
wow. I know a lot of y'all be like, "Man, how you not hear Pink Floyd before?" I know it's a lot of songs I can say that y'all never heard before. When you don't grow up listening to this type of music, that's just what it is. Temptations, Marvin Gaye, Diana Ross, Luther Vandross. That's all the stuff I used to listen to. I didn't have a choice until I got older. Then it was just hip hop and a little R&B. But now, I'm a grown ass man, dog. I can listen to whatever the hell I want. All right, so again, man, thank you guys for sticking around for these 2 videos. Truly appreciate it. And like I said before, man, send me those requests. All right, trying to get to this stuff, man. Whew. There's a lot of great music out there, a lot of great requests. So you guys stick around and I'll get to them, all right? So that is going to do it. Thank you guys for watching. And you guys continue to have a great day, all right?
My gosh. I could just picture everything that he was singing in my head. Like, I could just picture the scenes that he was painting. I could see myself or even somebody else in their hometown walking down the streets, coming home every now and then. Haven't we all done that? Yeah. Their songs are just so relevant and so touching and beautiful, and they just talk about such deep topics, such as time and how limited it is. You know, this was my first time hearing David sing in the studio version of the song, because the first time I listened to a studio version Pink Floyd song, it was The Great Gig in the Sky, and he was not obviously singing in that. And so I'm really happy to finally hear him sing in the studio, because wow, does he have an amazing voice. Like, he obviously has an amazing voice in the live performances, but I feel like the studio version kind of captures it in a different way that I don't really hear in the live version. I mean, he brought me to tears in the live versions of any song that I've seen from Pink Floyd, especially the Pulse concert. I mean, you guys have seen me crying time and time again to Pink Floyd, but something about the studio version, I'm just able to capture a different David than, you know, like a younger David than an older David. And I think I love both versions of his voice, but it's really cool to finally hear him sing, I guess, what you guys heard back in the day when you first heard Pink Floyd for the first time, or what you were listening to on the records back then. It's really refreshing and cool. What a beautiful voice. What a gorgeous voice. So unique. I love it. Okay, so this song obviously is it's very simply titled Time, and for a good reason. That is what they are talking about in this song, and the lyrics really resonated with me. There were so many times where I just had my heart fluttering and I was holding my breath, because just what they were saying is so powerful. The lyrics are they just resonate you. They should resonate with any human, because it's true. You know, all of a sudden, like, life can go by so quickly and you have no idea how or why or when. Sometimes we always get caught up in the fast-paced rat race that is life. So to have a song ground you and give you perspective is always so special. I mean, every single Pink Floyd song I feel like has a really human, deep message that everybody should hear. And this is obviously no exception. I mean, I believe the main message here is you gotta live day by day, moment by moment in the present, and the past is the past, and there's nothing you can really do about that, but try to take advantage of what you have, of what time you have on this earth, as a lot of people don't. A lot of people think they have a lot of time and maybe they don't. And same goes with your loved ones, or same goes with your friends, or anything like that. It's so haunting, but beautiful at the same time, but also just very practical and realistic. I can appreciate Pink Floyd for just grounding me and giving me perspective and kind of humbling me in a way. You know, their music is humbling. Sometimes we think we are invincible, or sometimes we think we have an abundance of time, and maybe we do, and maybe we don't. We don't know. And Pink Floyd is just reminding me time and time again what it means to be human. And we all have different stories and we all have different walks of life. And I can appreciate them using music as a way to unify us in a way. They're unifying us through their music and through their messages. And that is so powerful. You know, they don't, there's no music like this anymore. You know, at least not that I know of. If you guys know of any modern artists that are anything similar or like Pink Floyd, I would love to know, but I've never heard anything like this. I've never heard anything like Pink Floyd has put out, and it's so impressive to me. And as someone who is a pensive, empathetic person, their music really resonates and touches me in so many ways that I've never expected. And this song made me choke up It made me feel like, yes, this is something I need to hear, but it also makes me sad, but it grounds me too. And it's just a reminder, hey, we're all human and we're all in this together. And the one line where he mentions like, someday you'll find that 10 years have gone behind you. And, you know, I'm a relatively young person, but even I have experienced that. You know, it's 2024 now, and I feel like 2014 was just yesterday. It's crazy how fast time goes, especially the older you get. And it is true. I remember feeling like days would go by so slow and time was so slow when I was, I don't know, in kindergarten or first grade. And now, you know, I'm an adult and a grown woman. And it's so true. You get caught up in life. You get caught up in adulting. Life gets overwhelming, life gets insane, and we lose touch at the end of the day. And everyone goes through that. It's very easy. Life is busy, especially in today's society. I've made really good memories from the past 10 years, but it's so true that one day you realize 10 years have just gone behind you, and it's like, oh my gosh, is this going to happen all the time? Am I going to be experiencing this for the rest of my life, realizing that 10 years have just gone behind me and I'm, you know, going through this life really busy and I'm not really soaking as much in as I could. And I feel like this song is just a really good reminder to soak it up and take your time and live in the present. Do that one thing that you're hoping to do. Call that one person you're hoping to get in contact with, or go for that opportunity that you might be nervous about. I mean, life's too short to not take risks like that or not to put yourself out there. So I think Pink Floyd is very encouraging. They can sometimes be haunting and scary and maybe sad, but they're also encouraging at the end of the day. They made these songs for a reason, and it makes me love them even more just to know how personable and human they are. Like sometimes I feel like we see celebrities as not humans, like kind of, I don't know, above the average person. But to me, like they are absolutely talented and they deserve all the fame that they have received from their works. But to me, they seem so grounded and human, and I appreciate the music that they have given you, given me, given the world, because it's just something we need. We all need their music. And I didn't realize I needed their music until I started listening to them. They have provided me such a space to express myself and to let things out that I didn't know needed to be let out. So enough about the messaging. Let me just get on with the actual music. I mean, I talked about the lyrics a little bit. The lyrics are absolutely beautiful and gorgeous. I love the lyrics. Love the lyrics. And yes, they are haunting and they resonate with you, but they are just beautifully sung and said, and it's just really powerful. The actual clocks at the beginning, they grab your attention. You're like, okay, wow. You're hearing not only just alarm clocks, but just all sorts of clocks. And to me, I don't know if I'm maybe digging deep into it, but I feel like those different clocks that you hear at the beginning, they could maybe represent different people or different timelines, and how we are all going through time together, maybe just at different speeds or at different frequencies, if that makes sense. That's just the thinker in me thinking about maybe what they're trying to represent there. But again, the song is called Time, so I don't know if they just included clocks in there to be more literal. But to me, again, it just represented how we were all going through time together. And I don't know, I could be an alarm clock. Someone else could be like a clock tower and the bells are ringing or something like that. And we are all going through it just at maybe different paces or different frequencies. And then you hear the and that grabbed my attention as well. I was like, I really like that part. I don't know. That's the part that really grounded you. It's like, okay, You are now in this experience. You are now going to sit down and listen to the song. We're now going to take you on a journey, and we're now going to relay this message for you. And now it's time to listen. And then you hear sort of like a loud, I don't even know what to even call it, but a ominous sort of low booming sound at the beginning. And then you're like, okay, what's going to happen now? And out of nowhere, they start playing, and I hear David's beautiful voice singing to me. And I really, really love his voice. I think his voice is absolutely beautiful. Oh, hi, Yu. I think Yu likes his voice too. Hi. I absolutely, of course, really love the solo, of course. Like, gosh, David's solos are just out of this world. Haven't heard anything like that. And, you know, growing up, you know, you hear a guitar solo and you're just like, okay, it's a guitar solo. But David, oh my gosh, just the epitome of a guitar solo just means so much more when he does it. It's so crazy. I've never felt this way about any guitar solo ever. And he just makes it, oh, just so rich and beautiful. It always has meaning and emotion behind it. And I love that. I love it so much. And then after this guitar solo, they had this really beautiful transition to a slower vibe beat. It's hard for me to describe what I'm hearing because I don't have a musical background, but I really love that transition after the solo into the next part of the song. It was probably one of my favorite parts of the song, honestly. This was just a beautiful composition all around and just a beautiful story, beautiful message. And I could just picture everything that he was singing, and I could either place myself in the picture, or I could place other people in the picture. I could picture David walking through his hometown, wherever that is. And it's just wonderful how this song takes you through a journey, a place, an adventure, but also gives you an amazing meaning and something to take after. It's a song you can't forget, and it's timeless, absolutely beautiful. And so many beautiful lyrics that will resonate with you forever. Like, I think it's a perfect song. Seriously, it's absolutely beautiful and gorgeous. Time is such a interesting topic to talk about. It's not easy to sing about, to say the least, but I think they did it flawlessly. And they captured the essence of time, and they captured what it's like to be a human in this whirlwind of time, this nonstop ticking of time that just keeps going. It doesn't pause for anybody. It doesn't pause for me, doesn't pause for you, doesn't pause for them. And that's the scary part. Time just keeps going, and we're just on a hamster wheel, aren't we? But at the same time, it is a beautiful thing, and you always have to just, again, soak it in. I'm even guilty of that. I need to be better at doing that as well. So let's make a promise to each other to do that. Yeah? Let's do that. Okay, guys, I think that will do it for today's reaction.